The something degrees today, and we're riding in Fairland. We had some killer storms just last week. Everything is drying, but with 90-degree heat, when you come inside these passages, it's much nicer. I'm riding the Trek top fuel, and I just put air in my rear shock. I didn't realize it was so empty. I've been riding with this cushy suspension for a long time. Now it's put sharper. I was supposed to meet with a bunch of guys, but I don't think they're here. Or at least I don't hear anything. Nobody's in the parking lot. There's nobody in the trail. I think it's just the heat getting people not interested in riding. You have to be very careful when riding in this heat. It can really wear you out and even cause you to die prematurely. So it's always good to take it easy, take plenty of rest. We're going to pass by the cemetery here. Look at that, no hikers, no people walking. It's really hot. I actually don't mind the heat too much, as long as it's shaded like this. It really doesn't feel like it's that hot here. Suspension is much harder now. I'm glad they fixed that creek crossing. It was really difficult. A lot of the other riders had no problem doing it, but I never made it. All right. Still quite a bit of wetness here, but that's always happens close to the creek. I fell here on this bridge a couple of weeks ago, coming the opposite way. It was wet. I didn't realize that it was super slick. Boom. Luckily, I managed to not get hurt. Just a little bleeding in my knee, and that was it. Took a little water break. Saw my first cyclist today. Really cool. At least somebody's out. I don't know, inside here is not that bad. I think most of this is shaded. Almost. Not sure I'll go up the steep one to the neighborhood. I'm going to go counterclockwise today. Thank you. Hardcore. Wait, saw two cyclists. There he goes. That was the first guy I saw. The other guy, he was already here. Yeah, I was thinking that's way too fast to do that loop by the time I encountered him. Why do cyclists wear those crazy outfits? The lycra. I'm wearing cotton. Cotton is just soaked. Doesn't feel good when it's wet. And it stays wet. With the lycra stuff, it gets wet and then it just disappears. It smells bad though. Those synthetic clothes always make you smell bad. But it doesn't matter. It feels so much nicer to ride with that gear on. It's the little things. You know, when you get like the clipless pedals, you become so much more efficient in pedaling than using like boots or tennis shoes. Cycling gear is important. And you can do it with anything. I think the problem with like the entry, the barrier to entry in cycling, it's kind of high. The bikes themselves are very expensive. You know, minimum now $1,500, $3,000 is like a middle. There's bikes that go all the way to like $8,000. So yeah, kind of expensive hobby. But the way I look at it is that cycling it's about health. So the more you do it, the better health you have. So why not spend money on it? And when you have like a nice bike, it feels good. It's like having like a really nice brush to paint instead of using like the crappy brushes that fall apart. Feels nicer. You can see his lines. Really sandy and wet here. Lots of erosion here. And it's still wet for having such warm temperatures. That's surprising. What's up with these bugs? Passing. Thank you. Top of the hill. The cyclist was there. Drinking some water. Same I'm going to do.
I honestly think that was wrong.
This section used to be really difficult, but they smoothed it out for us noobs. That's better. All right, almost done. Just got to do this little loop. I'm pretty drenched. My whole shirt wet. But adding a little air to the rear shock really helped out. I was just bottoming out everywhere. Now it's nice and firm. Seems like my speed is even improved a little bit. It looks like the Fairlane guys did make it here. I recognize that minivan. But yeah, too late. It wasn't bad riding in 100-degree heat. 10 miles, not bad. An hour, 30 minutes. Yeah, pretty good ride. Quick, short ride, 1 hour, 30 minutes. I think that's about the type of ride I like. I don't like to do it too long. That's good. Gets you a nice workout. And here's another pro tip. One of these visors. So you can keep your car a little bit less hot. This really helps out. It's 100 degrees out. That was a good ride. You know, it's not too difficult. It's actually like worse thinking about it. As soon as you hit the trails and the shade of the trees, it really helps out. It takes it 20 degrees lower. So maybe I was riding at 70, 80 degrees, and out here it's like 100. All right, guys, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.